Hey, welcome to part number 2 of my video series on the problems with marketing artificial intelligence. In our last video, I explained who I am and why I'm making this video series to explain how to market artificial intelligence to the variety of companies in the AI space and to explain why you might need artificial intelligence if you're a C-level executive or small or medium business owner. So we talked about the first 3 problems in the first video, and as we were thinking, I actually came up with 2 more, but I'll share those at the end of this video. The 3 problems that I talked about in the first video were, number 1, traditional PR and marketing don't work. Number 2, the marketing materials are just too technical. And number 3, everything is framed in terms of losses as opposed to gains, which is not the way that executives and business owners think. So let's go through 3 quick solutions to these problems. Number 1, traditional PR and publicity don't work for AI. You can get yourself out there, you can get in the press, but is it actually going to lead to sales? And the answer is overwhelmingly no, especially for $10,000 a month. So the solution then is to build a tribe of evangelists both in the press and online on social media. You want to find who the influencers are in your AI marketplace and convince them to spread the word either monetarily or through showing them how amazing your service is. Both work. Bloggers are poor, but bloggers also get behind services and products that are really cool. But you need a group of 5 to 6 evangelists in the press and on social media in order to get the type of PR that's going to lead to sales. Just hiring a PR firm is not going to work and will lead to wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars. Number 2, the marketing materials are just too technical. This is the curse of knowledge. I might have mentioned that in the first video. Engineers and executives and founders of these AI companies are brilliant, brilliant guys. You've been studying this stuff since you were in college, maybe 10, 12 years. You literally wrote the paper or the book on this stuff. The problem is the executives, marketing managers, and business owners didn't. And so you need to write to them, not to yourself and to your other academics, right? A lot of the marketing materials in AI are written to impress other academics, and that'd be great if those academics were making the buying decisions at the companies you want to get to, but they're not. So you need to hire professional writers. You need to write in a more informal, personal style. Use the word you. That is the most important word in copywriting, even when we're talking about AI. You need to write personally and informally and without the technical jargon. There should not be equations and white papers. You don't need any of this overly technical stuff that is important if you're trying to prove your hypothesis, but isn't important for you trying to sell. Number 3, framing things in terms of losses. This is a huge one, and this is something that no AI company that I've consulted with has even understood until I explained it to them. A lot of AI is stuff like compliance or legal checking, right? Things that prevent big problems from happening down the line. C-level executives and small to medium business owners, your target ideal market, they don't think about things in terms of losses. They think about things in terms of gains. How can they gain on the stock price? How can they increase revenue? How can they save time? How can they save money? What are the things they can do that are going to add rather than detract? And if you look at any of the AI marketing out there, go ahead, just do a Google search, go through some AI companies. It's save yourself from this, prevent this, which as soon as you start talking about that stuff, these type of guys, their eyes glaze over because they're not thinking about preventing. You're dealing with guys who have ego, with guys who are literally the masters of the universe who believe that everything they do is pretty close to perfect. So framing things in terms of preventing is not good. If you just stop framing things in terms of prevention or, keeping things from going wrong, and you start framing them in terms of the gains to the business, you're going to see a big increase in terms of your marketing value and success rate. So those are 3 quick solutions. Obviously, I could do a video on each one of them. You need some more in-depth and some how-tos. But as I mentioned earlier in a little teaser, I actually came up with 2 more big problems that I see in AI as I was recording between the first video and the second video. So I'm going to now create a third part of this video series, which is going to be short, so I'm not going to take another 10 minutes of your time, but I'm going to go through the last two problems and what you can do to solve them, and I'm also going to point you in the direction of some resources, both of AI marketing that's being done well, and some ways you can figure out how to market your AI company successfully. So you won't want to miss that. Be sure to be back here soon, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you very soon.